Hi everyone, it's Sue here. I am just going to be creating some tags today using book pages, and I'm going to do it, I'm following along Roxy's weekly challenge. So I'm late to the party as usual, but I'm just feeling a bit stale lately. I feel like I need to be challenged a little bit and do something a little bit different. So I've decided I'm going to follow along at my own pace and do Rachel's challenge. So I forget, I don't know what you're like, but I always forget to use my book pages for tags, etc. So I've got this book that I've sort of used as a glue book and used in different collages and that, and I just want to, you can see I've torn lots of pages out. I just want to use it up basically, rather than just throw it out or forget about it. So I am going to do Rachel's challenge, and I don't know, will I time it like she does? I think she does 45 minutes. I will see how I go. I'm going to put the timer on, and as I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to try and find the timer now. Okay, so I've got my stopwatch on there, and I'll just keep it there, and I'll keep an eye on the time. So I'll do 40 minutes or something like that. We'll see how we go. So I'm going to get into it straight away. So Rachel just, I think she glued some pages together. As I said, I'm just going to do my own thing, but be challenged by what she's doing every week. I think she's up to like 28 or something like that. So as per usual, as I said, I'm late to the party, but that's okay. I'm hoping that this will inspire me to do some different things. So I'm just going to roughly tear out some pages. This is a book called The Call of the Sea, I think it was. It's all coloured, nicely coloured. So I'm going to use that. Now this is quite sturdy paper, but it's quite fragile. As you can see, I've just stuck my fingernail through that. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to glue, actually it's quite sturdy, no. I think I'm going to just leave it like that, and I'm going to just I want to make oversized cards. So these pages are, what are they? Sorry, just trying to measure it. 8.5 high by 5.25 wide. So I just want to mainly use this writing here. So I'm going to cut these side bits and the bottom bits off. I've also dug out a few printables that I've got. I'm really sorry, I'm unsure who these belong to, but I've had them sitting there for so long, so I just want to try and use up some of my bits and pieces. So along with going with the challenge, I'm going to try and use up some bits and pieces that I've had sitting around for quite some time. So I'm just cutting the edges off. I like to keep these edges, and I normally stamp on them, so I'll put them to the side. Stamp on them or use them in collage, that sort of thing. And I'm going to cut the Call of the Sea off there too. I don't particularly want that on my tag. So in the end, they don't end up being that oversized, do they? They're 3 3/3 by about 6 1/4. So I just want to get my main shape first. So I'm going to cut the shape. Like that. Need to put my glasses on. I might just cut them like this. So what I'm going to do is cut the tag shape out of the book page first, and I can't remember whether this is what Rachel did. And then I'm going to put it onto those printables, back it on those printables, and I think that that'll make it sturdy enough. So I'm just going to prepare a few and see how we go. So I'm a little bit of a slow creator. Fiddle around a bit, so I'm going to cut a few at once, see if I can mess it up. I guess they can always be trimmed up once I've glued them to the printables that I've got, I suppose. I love Rachel's style. It's very different to mine. So I've been wanting to try her challenge for a while, but I just haven't had time. So I just thought, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm not sure how regularly I will do it, but when I get the chance, I'm going to give it a go and see how I go. So I've got a few there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm just going to glue with a glue stick to some of these printables. Some of them are quite patterned, like you could still journal on this. Some have more of a pattern. So I don't care. I'm just, maybe some of them will be just more so for decorative purposes in the journals. Others you'll be able to journal on. I'm just going to cut this edge off here so that I don't get, when I'm gluing it, I don't get white edge. So I've made myself a cuppa. James has gone to get the groceries. Oh, he's been in one of those moods today, and as soon as I hit the floor out of bed this morning, he was just in one of those stirring moods, and I'm not in the mood. So good that he's gone to get groceries and he's out of my hair. I love him to bits, but oh boy, we all need that break sometimes, don't we? Okay. Matt's procrastinating. He's supposed to be studying, and he's laying in the hammock up on the deck in the sun, which sounds nice, but it's not getting the studying done. So I know so I'm only going to get 2 out of this anyway, I think. 2 out of each sheet. So I'm going to glue these down first, then we'll cut them out, and then we'll decorate them. So I watched Rachel's first one a couple of weeks ago, so I've forgotten now what she actually did. And I could probably do a smaller one with some more book pages out of the leftover of this one. So I'll just put them to the side. This one has lines, so that'll be nice. I only really need to cut one edge off there. So I hope you're all doing really well, and life's treating you well. It's really good because I'm finally starting to get the opportunity to get in my craft space and do a few videos and do some creating. So as most of you know, I've changed my job, and I'm doing less hours so that I can concentrate more on my business. And for the first few weeks, I don't know, I felt really lost and trying to get, you know, a rhythm of routine and that sort of thing. And I think I finally got there, so that's good. So you might see a little bit more of me now. So this one I'm going to glue it here in this corner. I'll be sewing around all of these as well. I probably won't do it. I probably won't do it on screen, but I might make a couple more after I've done this video, and then just show you, duck in quickly and show you the finished project. I'm not clever enough to work out how to put photos at the end of my videos. So, okay, so I'm just going to cut these out now. So like Rachel was saying, you might want to double up your book pages if you've got a book with really thin pages. As I said, this is quite sturdy. So with this, the book page and the printable on the back, it's more than enough. And then once I get a little bit of collage or decorating on it, it will make it even stronger. I love oversized tags. I don't do them very often, so it's a good opportunity to use up a book and do something a little bit different. So I guess that's what a challenge is, isn't it? So I'm just going to quickly do that, cut these out, and then I'll be back. So they're all done. They've curled a bit because of the glue, obviously. So I just like to run them through my fingers like that. And that just flattens them a little bit. So I've still got the timer going. And I don't even know what we're up to. I'm up to 14 minutes and all I've done is 5 backed 5 tags. So I'm not going to do, like I don't want them to be too busy. I don't even really know what I'm going to do. I think I did grab out, I've got some of these vellum stickers, flowers and that sort of thing. I just don't ever seem to use these very much as well. So I thought I'll grab some of them out. Should have had them out. So I'm just going to pop them to the side. And I've also got some labels somewhere. What have I got in here? Okay. I've got some sorry guys, I thought I was organized. So I've just got some vellum, different vellum stickers. So I think we'll just use those today. I'll ink around these as well, but I'll probably do that off camera. So I've got these vellum stickers that I don't even really know where I got them from, but I've had them sitting there for ages. So I like to just cut some of this white off from around the edge, even though it pretty much blends in. I'm just going to cut that away. And I think I'm going to do them so they'll end up probably looking fairly similar. But I think I'm going to do the same step on each of the tags. And as you can tell, I'm really not thinking too hard about it. I'm just going to put some stuff down and be done with it. I might add this somewhere like that. So I'm thinking of adding like a flower and maybe a label, cheesecloth, that sort of thing. I can get it off. having a look and seeing what we've got here. So I need something with a bit of colour, really. What have I got here? I might do these few with the stickers, and then maybe I've got some brown packaging that I had a delivery for the shop come, and it had all this amazing brown packaging, so I may even use some of that. So that's just the start. I'm going to just grab that packaging. So I've just torn a piece off. So this is how it came, and I'm just going to scrunch it down a little bit. I might even just cut. So these are going to be really simple, fairly plain and simple tags. I'm going to tear this edge here, I think. So what else has been happening? Not a lot really that I can think of. Another thing that I had to, this is off my price gun for my product for the shop, and I was throwing this out and I thought, oh, I probably could utilize that in something. So I think I might actually use that here as well, but I do want to ink it a bit and take away a little bit of that white. I don't have, oh, I could just use one of these, I suppose. I just want to get rid of that starkness on there. And I'm just really roughly just inking that up, as you can see. Just thinking I might glue that there. So Rachel's challenges are really good too. So they get you thinking a little bit out of your comfort zone. And she has that time frame, which, I mean, I'm not necessarily too worried about that. But it stops you from procrastinating a little bit, I think, and makes you move on and just make a decision and just run with it. I find that works for me anyway, because sometimes I just overthink things too much and then nothing gets done. So that's cute. I'm just going to trim that little bit of excess off there. Just a tiny little bit. I've got a bit of paper still sitting here. As I said, some of this will be covered. Will stick down again because I'm going to sew around them all. That's quite cute. I might do another one, and I might do just the brown paper coming from this side. Maybe something like that. Just going to tear this edge again. I don't like that now, so I'm going to use this one, I think. decided now that I've glued it all, I want a torn edge there. Okay, so now I'm going to just grab some of these florals and just have a look and see what I think. I don't know whether they're too big. What else have we got? You can see I've got all the bigger botanicals left because I normally do smaller tags. Don't mind that actually. Oops, just tore that one. Actually, I don't mind that one on there. I think I'll have that one on there and maybe that one on there. It's the same thing. I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm just going to keep it relatively simple. I think I'll use a little bit more of this on here. And my coffee's sitting here too, going cold. I'll just glue that down there. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, where you feel you're just doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, I don't know. I am creating different things, but not that I'm trying to change my style or anything either. I think it's good to just experiment with different styles. So it'll be interesting to see how these actually end up. So you could use just fussy cut flowers out of a book as well. I'm just going to put it down here a bit, I think. It looks nice with a pop of red on there. So that's that. This one I think I'm going to put the mushrooms down. So is anyone else doing Rachel's challenge? If so, let me know in the comments what you're up to. Just to be quite honest, I haven't even really had a lot of time lately to sit down and catch up on YouTube videos. So I'm going to try and change that and take a bit of time out for myself. So I've just mentioned that Maddie was upstairs in the hammock. We've got this beautiful deck. So we bought a freestanding hammock and it's a double one. But if you get in it on your own, it just cocoons you. It's just so beautiful. So I've decided every Sunday afternoon, or weather permitting, obviously, I'm going to get out and read a book at least for an hour in the hammock. So, or read a book or catch up on some YouTube videos. So that's what my plan is. Haven't started it yet. hopefully this weekend. So I'm up to 29 minutes. It's not doing too bad. So what am I going to do on these? Same thing, I think I'll use these vellum stickers. Maybe put that one there, just because there's a bit of blue in that. I've got so many beautiful books, you know, they're falling apart that I've managed to get from the secondhand stores and that type of thing. But as I said, I don't know why. Because they're sitting on a shelf and I don't really see them, look at them that often. I just always forget to use the book pages. So this is a really good challenge for me to try and do more with them. I'm just going to pop this one here, I think. There. This one might be too white, I think. What else have we got? Got this. Maybe it takes over that whole thing though then, doesn't it? It's probably a bit big. About this. I've got this rose. I don't mind that on there. I might put that on there, I think. So I love this house that we've moved into, and it's just so bright and airy, and there's so many different areas where you can sort of escape to relax. The only thing is with my craft space, I can't close it off. So where we were before, I could close the door and everyone knew that I was doing a video. So I could do it quietly, but you get all the house noises now. So it is what it is, and it has to be that way. It just takes a little bit of time getting used to. Trying to pick my times. Pick my times to do the videos. So that's very monochromatic, but I don't mind that. It's quite nice actually. And then I've got these. Let me see what else I've got with a bit of colour. That one's very little. What's this one? Which way does this go? That way. Actually, that's quite nice. Might just use that one, I think. And this one I'm not even going to worry about the white because it's not quite as obvious, I don't think, because it's quite a busy bunch of flowers. Fuchsias, I think. No, are they? No. I can't think what they are now. So you can still see the white. See, that annoys me, but anyway, that's okay. So we've got them prepped. So 5 prepped to there so far. Just seeing what time. So 35 minutes. So we've got, if I do 45 minutes, we've got another 10 minutes. So I'll probably go over, but that's okay. So I'm thinking I might utilise some of these pieces here that came off the book pages, and I might stamp a few labels or something on there to put on here. So I'm just grabbing this darkroom door stamp, global postmarks. I love using this, and I do have this in my shop. I'll put the link to my website down below if you're interested in having a look. So I'm going to stamp, you can see it's very well used. I'm going to stamp a few different ones. So I'm just grabbing a few here, and let me think. Oh, sorry about the noise. I'm just trying to find a block to use. So while I've got the ink and that out, I'm just going to stamp a few, and then I can use them for other projects as well. So because this paper's nice and yellowed, I really love how these labels look. I'm not going to get another one on there. So I might be able to get like a circle or something on there, a circular one. So I will just I'll clean my stamps after as well, just so I'm using up the space. Cut that out. So I'm just going to pop them to the side, and I'll just stamp another few. That one. These are very versatile. That, and then I'll just do a couple of round ones on the ends of those. And that's that. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the rectangular ones on these little tags. Thinking. Sorry about that, I'm back. I'm expecting a delivery today for my shop, and I could hear a truck, you know, when they reverse, they make that beeping sound, and I thought it was here, but it was up the road. So I got all excited for no reason. Okay, so just cutting a few of these out. I probably could have even, I want the stickers to I guess be the feature. So I could have probably even cut these labels out in using different color ink, maybe. But I've done this now, so that's what we're going to go with. So how many do I need? I need 5, don't I? And they're not necessarily going to be used in the same journals, so it doesn't matter, like these are the same labels. It really doesn't matter. I'll have a look. I might have some labels actually that might even add a bit of colour. I am actually liking these at the moment from Kleeblatt Creations. I'll see if we've got anything. Some of them are quite big though, so I think I've used the majority of the little ones. So I'm just going to have a look what I've got. I mean, we've got the tiny, tiny ones. What have I got in here? So I haven't really placed that well because I've got that, which is mainly showing, I don't even know whether it's on screen, that mainly showing, I'm getting myself in a mess, so I'm just going to do one at a time here for the moment. So as I said, I'm trying not to overthink it too much. These are ones that I've just stamped. So even that's quite pretty. Don't even mind that. That probably goes a bit better colour-wise. So I'm going to do that, I think, on that one. I'm just going to ink around it. And I'll probably put some cheesecloth under it, I think, just to add a little bit of texture. So just really going to roughly ink around that. Add a bit of cheesecloth. Get the drawer open. The drawer was stuck. And I think I'll probably put just some natural colour sari silk on the top of these as well. Really like how I'm not fussing around too much, because if I was here on my own, I'd be fiddling around and I'd be going through drawers and looking for this and looking for that. So I'm basically just using what is close by. So I'm really loving this challenge already. So I'm just going to stick that down, let that dry, and then I will pull away this excess cheesecloth. So I'm just going to pop that one there to the side, and we'll move on to this one. So this one is very monochromatic, and I think I want to keep it that way. So I'm thinking I might even just put that upside down like that, going up and down rather than horizontally. I don't think it really matters, does it? And same thing, I'm going to put a little bit of cheesecloth underneath. I don't use mushrooms very much. I have to start using them more. I'm just going to put it on the edge there like that. And once again, once this is dry, I'll come back and I'll take away that, pull away that excess cheesecloth. So I'm just doing step by step on every single tag. That I quite like that. Definitely, I'm just going to do that. some more cheesecloth. Need to get in there and dye some more. That's Boom Boom you can hear walking around upstairs. I think you can hear, I can hear it, so. He's supposed to be on his bed. On your bed, mate. I'm just gonna let him out. Something, I love that one. That one's really nice. Okay, what have we got here? I'm just going to use that one there, I think. I'm very proud of myself that I'm not messing around and just sticking it down and doing it. I think because you've got a little, allow yourself a time limit as well, which I'm probably close to or have gone over by this stage. But anyway, we've got 5 tags here. And as I said, I might do a couple more, but I'll come back once I've sewn around these and just show you how they've all come together. All excess glue there now. That one, and our last one here. Let's just see if we've got something in here. I just love these labels. They're just stunning. What have we got? What's this? I don't know if we can do. And I really love layering them up. Not particularly on that one though. Well, here's another bug. No, I won't do that one. Just trying to find another oval. I think they're all the same. I haven't finished cutting them all out yet. Oh, goodness. I've got glue on my fingers and it's all catching on everything. Now I'm dropping labels everywhere. I think I'm just trying too hard, so I think I'm just going to use that one. Just an oval, just for something different. Just take the white edge off. And my go-to cheesecloth. I'm just going to put 2 layers on there. Just couldn't be bothered messing around with it. Stick that there. And then basically we have our 5 cards tags that I prepared. As I said, this I'll pull this off when the glue's dried, because otherwise I just pull it out completely. So we've got those. I'm going to go off camera now and sew around these and add some sari silk to the top and pull away the excess cheesecloth, and then I'm going to come back and show you them finished. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've sewn around those. I think it took about 55 minutes altogether on the timer, and I've sewn around them, inked around them, and added a little tab at the top. So with the tab, I just had a scrap of calico, I think it is, that I've coffee dyed at some stage, I'm quite happy with the way they've turned out. They are probably not as thick as I like my tags, so I probably could have doubled up on the book page like Rachel said, or even the printable that I've used on the backing if it was printed on cardstock would have been better. But I mean, it's still, they're certainly usable. So that's the first one. That's that one. I'm really happy with them. They've come up really well. I really like this one. That. And you can see what I mean when I said I'll pull away the excess cheesecloth. So there's not as much there now, but it's all like quite ragged looking. And then I had so much fun, I decided to make another couple. So I just used some bits and pieces that I had on my desk and another printable. And that's them there. So that was so much fun. So thank you, Rachel, so much for the challenge. I'm going to head off and have a look at week 2. And I will be back with another one soon. So everybody, please take care. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. Bye-bye.